And speaking of, he is in the 10 o'clock position as the blue Terran.
Alright, and the bottom left, as the eOnzErG, will be eOnzErG. So, oh man, you know what's gonna be funny here though? If TerrOr actually doesn't know the map, like he doesn't know any other map except Fighting Spirit, is he's gonna get pathing bug when he rallies all his dudes down, because the back of his base, like the little neutral area, is towards eOnzErG's base. He's definitely gonna get units stuck here.
No, you know what? I'm sure TerrOr is trolling because he played Triathlon against Shiny in the Clash for Char twice. And both times he knew exactly where to rally units and things. Like TerrOr, TerrOr definitely knows more maps than he lets on.
He's just playing dumb, so nobody realizes that he actually is a god of all the maps.
He's the Peruvian eOnzErG. He just sits there trolling all day.
He does actually troll a lot. He had some pretty funny banter with Shiny. Oh, Arax? Or Depot?
Now this is kind of weird because realistically you'd want 2 8-racks in that gap because then you can wall off with just 1 depot. This is going to be a little bit less defensive, but of course due to the depot that will lock the Marines in due to the spawn he's in, so not the best. But 8 racks are going to be pretty good against eOnzErG, although he is going 9 pool with gas.
Eon doesn't mess around here, going for the 9 pool speed in the very first game. At least I assume that's what it is. Is he going to turn this into some kind of weird 1 base all-in as well? That, I suppose, is the question, but we shall see here. I actually remember, I think he did this against some Terran on Crossing Field as well. And he got completely shut down, so he tried to turn it into like a 1 base lurker and got destroyed. But I can't remember who the opponent was. It might have been like Rplay or possibly Gargoyle. Or wait, no,
yeah.
Rplay is Gargoyle. I meant Rplay or Marwyn.
Marwyn, maybe.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, now the funny thing is, this is almost like a blind counter to the 8 racks as well, so this is a very lucky choice for eOnzErG to go aggressive on this map. The SCV will see the drone, so he does know where he spawned, which is going to be good for him. How long is he going to wait before he moves out, though?
I guess we shall see. Oh no, is he going to engineering bay block? No, he's not, okay.
Nope. Either way, even if he builds the engineer bay, it's not going to do too much. He needs to keep this SCV alive, though. He just needs to keep these lings as busy as possible. I mean, all he needs to do, wait for this 3rd Marine finish. He's doing it. He's going to wall off, which is a ling-type wall, I believe. No, actually, there's a little gap. He's going to wall off with the 8 racks and the depot. And this ling bust, as long as he pulls some SCVs, should not do anything.
Oh man. Very unfortunate for eOnzErG, but he is going straight for the 1 base lair though, Kicks. He already has the planned follow-up if this isn't able to do a crazy amount of damage. Is it going to be just the 1 base lurker? I guess it will be.
Factory though.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, but the Overlord is it going to see it? No, it's not. It's not going in the right direction.
Now, the funny thing is, TerrOr could have gone even more crazy and built it at the bottom middle base, and then floated it into the mineral only.
The lings are coming down, they're checking. He's looking for the SCV. I guess did he see that there was another SCV out somewhere? He like ran around a little bit.
Yeah, it was the SCV that the lings were chasing from the natural. It did manage to get away. And I mean, TerrOr is completely safe back at home. eOnzErG is not going to be able to get a single scout down. What is the tech choice? We do see a Hydralisk then, so it's 1 base lurker Sayle.
Yes, it is. We actually have a 2nd factory in the main base of TerrOr. The 2 facts coming out here, and how is eOnzErG going to deal with these vultures? I mean, he will have a Hydra Den to make Hydras, but he's going to want to make those into lurkers ASAP. You know, not have any of those Hydra upgrades. So the vultures will be pretty unstoppable here from TerrOr. eOnzErG going for the risky choice here in game number 1, and I don't think it's going to pay off.
Yeah, now Eon's seen the SCV coming in. Will he use that as a reason to go and scout down the bottom right? The first vulture is out, waiting for 2 vultures before he moves in, it looks like. The lings have been pulled back, but of course lings not so good against vultures, even with speed. And the SCV scouts absolutely everything. TerrOr is in the perfect position right now. He's adding his machine shop, likely going straight into tanks. He doesn't need to expand, he just needs to make sure he gets detection, and he should be fine. And this first vulture is moving in, and there's actually no defense other than this 1 Hydralisk, which he can micro down.
It might be good, though. There's a second Hydra coming in, but the Vulture is just going to run in the back and buy some
and all
time
the
here.
Lynx are pulled back as well.
Oh, but there's no space to micro, though, Kicks. There's no space back here to micro. The Lynx can actually run this down since they have speed here. He actually ran himself into a corner. He's going to lose the Vulture here straight away.
Yeah, but the good thing is these Lynx are now far away from everything, and some of them actually getting bugged out on the side disruptor there for just a second. The second Vulture is moving out. But I mean, at the moment, TerrOr doesn't need to really worry about anything. He's actually going to look like I think he may build like either a turret or a CC at this bottom base, just to make sure he doesn't get dropped. Has his other Vultures sort of patrolling around the sort of middle area, so there's not going to be any chance of an Overlord drop coming in unscouted. The factory was scouted by the Lynx, but that's going to fly straight into the main just to get another scout up.
Is he getting siege or mines from that machine shop, is my question. I assumed he'd be getting mines, but he does have a siege tank now as well. Which would be...
Yeah.
Would also
going
help a lot
mines
against
is
the
a little
lurkers.
bit risky, given the fact they're going Hydra Lurk off of one base. If the Hydras come up with an Overlord, and of course you have nothing that can kill the Overlord, the mines just get shot down and then the Lurkers come and kill you. But he really does need... He's gonna need an engineering bay.
Oh, the Vulture's getting trapped in the middle of the map, though. One of the Vultures does fall straight away. The other one somehow
one does
manages to
get
sneak
away.
around the side.
The scary thing is though, Sayle, he's only got one scan ready. He does not have an engineering bay. And these Lurkers are just going to be incredibly annoying to deal with. Of course, he does have this bunker, but is it going to be enough? He's actually running the Lurker straight into the tanks. A really nice scan does go down, losing 2 of the 3 Lurkers already without doing a single spine. Really good hold there by TerrOr.
It's okay. He did 4 damage to the barracks. That was worth. 100% worth. And now he's going to start breaking down the backside disruptors. TerrOr already has the depot in the back. He's not actually spotting this yet, but here comes another Vulture.
If he kills a single drone here, he's just in an incredible position already. He gets behind the minerals. A mine does go down, killing a few Lings as well. eOnzErG is just in an awful position right now. I cannot imagine his mental state as well. I wish I could do like a doom zoom on his face. I'm sure if I had a stream open, I could actually have a look. But eOnzErG cannot be happy with the outcome of this game so far.
Oh, he does catch another Vulture, though. TerrOr's Vulture micro hasn't really been the greatest this game. He has actually re-landed that proxy fact in the middle of the map to pump out some more Vultures. I think he'll get out one more before relifting this factory away from the Zerglings. But yeah, as you said, I mean, TerrOr, he's pretty much got this game, barring some kind of crazy throw. Although, man, what is up with this? These Vultures getting caught by Lings. To be fair, unupgraded Vultures against Speedlings is still kind of tricky. You can get caught, but look at this, just this micro.
Yeah, especially when TerrOr has to, like, TerrOr is in an incredible position right now, but if he doesn't macro properly back at home, he can still lose. Like, it's very difficult to throw the game from here. But trying to do all of this while multitasking on your Vultures in the middle of the map is very difficult, so I don't blame TerrOr at all for losing his... Oh, wow. Okay, so the Lurker's taking out the side disruptors, but look how many mines TerrOr has planted at the top of this ramp.
Yep.
And he doesn't know that you have to attack it more than once. There we go, the things are now...
He
Oh
needs
my
to go
god,
in
he's
with
running
Lings
them all
first.
in
What is he
together.
doing? No!
Oh no.
I was like, surely eOnzErG is going to clear the path with Lings, right? There's no way he would send his Lurkers in first, and then that's exactly what he did.
And he doesn't actually... He has 1 Ling right now, which has just gone down to the only Vulture. Sorry, there is 2 Lings. There's 1 back at his natural, but... eOnzErG is just 18 supply, 20 supply now at 9 minutes into the game. TerrOr is looking to take his natural now. He's still on 1 base, but it doesn't really matter.
eOnzErG is going now into 2-hatch Muta.
Oh my god, eOnzErG got incredibly fortunate there. The Lurker did run up into the high ground, but doesn't hit one of the mines and kills it. So lucky for him. Yeah, 2-hatch Muta is going to be a weird follow-up from here.
Now the speed Vultures are coming in, Kicks. There's 2 Hydras at the front, but they can run straight past. Do they actually have speed? They don't have Hydra speed. Look how slow they are.
Into some mines again.
Oh man, and here we go. The drone's trying to block. They are going to run here behind the minimap. I don't even know if I can turn off the minimap. No, I can't. I can turn off the minimap. I can see the drone Vultures.
Like, he is very fortunate that there wasn't 3 Vultures. Of course, it does take 3 Vultures to one-hit a drone. Drones do regen 1 hit of health points, I think, after every initial bit of damage, so they do manage to survive against 2 of them. But I mean, Eon has just been throwing away lurkers on mines all over the place, and there's just nothing he can do now. Actually mining up the front of the natural, even taking down the lava, just making it as annoying as possible.
Oh, morphing those into eggs so they can't be killed anymore, but these just gotta be careful. They're barely on the left side of the mine. Are they gonna get baited in? He saw the mines being planted though, so he knows he's gotta be careful! Oh my god! The sick Pimpus play! I don't think it's gonna save him, but did you guys see that? That was so cool! What the heck?
It's also not really worth it. Like, he can't afford to do things like that. TerrOr already has Goliaths, he has turrets, and these Mutalists are gonna do, I mean, all of nothing, Sayle. I think as soon as he flies into this base, he's gonna have to tap out.
Kix, I don't think you appreciate just the Pimpus play maneuver. I mean, you don't need to win the game to have a Pimpus play. You know, you remember Boxer's Pimpus play where he blinds all the obs and he kills carries with cloak wraiths? He lost that game, guys, but does anybody know that? No, nobody cares if he won the game. It was a Pimpus play. eOnzErG with the moral victory types out here with the GG. eOnzErG, the man who made the Pimpus play, the lurker egg save against the spider mine. He is spawning here at the left side as the orange Zerg.
And in the right side, we do have the purple Terran. 1-0 up in this series, it is SK's TerrOr.
And we are in the round of 8, so we are on the money bubble, by the way, guys. The winner of this goes to the semifinals and is guaranteed at least $20 from the prize pool. Of course, we have a very generous $200 prize pool thanks to Liquipedia. First place takes 100, second is 60, and third and fourth take $20 each. So not a bad day of StarCraft, I would say.
It isn't at all, and for the players playing, of course, just a few games do separate them from the finals and a possible win for them. I don't believe either of these players have actually won one of the TL Opens yet, have they? I think eOnzErG fell short a couple of times.
Yes.
It was TerrOr, so whether or not they can make it to the finals, I think, given the performance in the previous game, TerrOr has got a pretty good shot this week again.
Yeah, for sure. And it should be quite interesting. Yeah, I think TerrOr, actually, in TL Open 4, wasn't it TerrOr versus Bonnet in the finals? And TerrOr got taken out by Bonnet, maybe, possibly. By the way, guys, I just had a quick refresh of the bracket while we're still waiting for stuff to happen. And it looks like the other quarterfinal matches, so we already saw it was Bonnet versus Dandy, and then, of course, Eon versus TerrOr. The other matches are now underway. It looks like it's DeWalt versus True Touch, and Rplay versus Tai2. So big names, heavy hitters all around. Very, very exciting stuff.
Yeah, we see eOnzErG playing a little bit more conservative on this map, actually going for a 12 hatch. Kind of interesting given the use of 14cc on this map, but TerrOr not falling for that is actually going to go for a Rax gas. So are we going to see a fancy style build of dropship, or are we going to see Wraiths? There's lots of options you can do off of the back of this gas.
I think it's quite interesting as well, because if you play something non-standard and you do potentially proxy racks again or go for some 2-port Wraith, I mean eOnzErG is probably already a bit tilted from that game, so you can maybe try and abuse that and do. Wait a minute, is he 3H before pooling? Again, another one.
They're just all doing it today, you know. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you may as well do it on crossing field.
But it's a proxy fact. Exactly as I said. Oh my god, eOnzErG is going to tilt so hard from this. He's going to come in here, he's going to see nothing but the Overlord at the natural, but that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, because Terran could just be 1-racks expanding to the back base. So, he doesn't really know for sure. He is blocking his ramp with a drone, though, so TerrOr actually won't realize, I think, that this is the 3-hatch before pool.
He's actually stayed on gas as well, Sayle, so we're very possibly going to see 2-port Wraith here.
Oh boy. Oh boy, the ultimate tilt mode.
Now this is a really good proxy location for TerrOr. He could of course just stick to the 1 port, but if you keep all your guys in gas, you're not going to be able to really afford a command center of any time soon. He could even go for 2-fact really in this position. What's he going to do with this SUV? Yeah, we do see a second factory, so TerrOr, go and proxy 2-fact.
What the? Well, that is an interesting way to spend the gas. The second fact is going to take a while to finish, though, obviously, because he only had the one SCV there that had to build both of them. And there is a creep colony here now as well, and he didn't even get the vulture first. He went straight for the machine chop. I guess he's just going to get some speed vultures to run through or something?
It's either that, or he could actually go straight into tanks. It'd be a really interesting choice to do. But given the fact you can actually siege up underneath this cliff, you can actually siege down, I believe, the hatchery and at least some of the drones. We'll have to see, though.
It's actually quite funny that you mentioned that, because like a couple hours before the stream started, I was actually watching Scan's stream, and he actually went 2-fact against the Zerg on Python in close positions. He went for like a TVP style, like tank vulture attack. He barely lost, but actually it's because he misrallied his vultures, but it actually looked really strong. It was quite funny.
Nope, we see a tank. Sorry, I just saw that someone was saying speed vultures, but most certainly is a tank, and this is going to allow him to punish a very greedy eOnzErG, who is going 3 hatch before pull, has skipped Zerglings, so actually no, there's 2 Zerglings out on the map, and is now going into his Hydra Den, so...
The Overlord sees Marines coming out, though. There's 4 Marines. There's one Zergling trying to run past to see what's in the main base. The Overlord sees the Marines coming out.
The siege is up. eOnzErG does see this. He's going to siege down the sunken colony, and that gives vultures free reign into the main.
Oh man, eOnzErG, what tech does he have? His lair is on the way, but he has... Oh, he does have a Hydra Den in the back, though. He has the Hydra Den, but if mine's also finished, it's going to be impossible for the Hydras to ever get close to the siege tanks, I would imagine. Is he getting spider mines? That's got to be what's in the machine shop right now. And there we go, the second sunken is going to fall, and the third sunken is on the way, but eOnzErG is in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, he's actually adding on more and more sunkens, but they're all just dying to the tanks. The Marines are now up here. The Hydralists are on the ramp, but the Vultures can actually take it down.
Oh man, here we go. The natural hatchery is going to fall. The Vultures are in the main base. Even without great Vulture micro, there's just too many of them for the Lynx to take care of. I guess there's Hydras producing, but the drones are just getting attacked right now. They're going to drill through the Vultures.
Speed is done for the Vultures. I think this is going to have to be the end of eOnzErG in this series, actually. And in the tournament, TerrOr pulling out the amazing, weird build, showing he's got the Pru in him, actually sieging up now into the main. What a crazy build.
Oh man, and it looks like the Vulture's actually providing some distraction, pulling the Hydralists into the top base and allowing this attack to move up the ramp very easily and freely. You know, there was an opportunity potentially for eOnzErG to delay at the top of his ramp, but of course, by chasing those the last Vulture there, allowing this position to be set up, even a turret here, and look at this, the Vulture's even coming in, killing more drones here from eOnzErG. The Hydralists unable to pick them off fast enough, and eOnzErG is literally getting contained inside his own main base.
He is, and all of this is down to the fact he did build those 2 factories. I think the fact that Eon didn't build any units himself would have meant this would have ended a similar way, but of course the tanks wouldn't have got to the front as quickly, and the Overlord would have seen it, giving him more chance to make the Hydralist, but GG!
Whew! A quick 2-0 victory here for TerrOr. Proxy 2-fact against the 3-hatch before pool Zerg, and just like that, it is all over. eOnzErG is out of the tournament. TerrOr advances to the semi-final, where he will await the winner of Bonneth against Dandy. By the way, someone in chat earlier said Dandy was actually up 1-0 over Bonneth. So that could potentially be a TVT Kicks, your favorite.
No, it'll be a TVP, because Dandy doesn't play TVT.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. It would be a PVT.